It did. Thank you. Got the blood going.
Mark Thompson, host of Make It Plain here on Sirius XM.
Hello.
Thank you for including me, my brother. First of all, congratulations. It's amazing. Chadwick, I want to thank you last night for acknowledging John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben, and I can only imagine what they would have felt about this, and also for acknowledging African ancestry. And I just want to say, you mentioned that you and Michael being two sides of the same coin, and you're right, Sway, we see things differently, but the two goddesses who are here, one a general, one a spy, that kind of invoked Harriet Tubman for me. That's just what kind of came through on the screen for me. But here's my question, Ryan, or whoever wants to answer it. We know about vibranium, and we know overall the exploitation of Africa when it comes to its mineral wealth, particularly the one great technological mineral that we all use now with our phones and everything, coltan. Does this movie also require us or invoke in us a responsibility to make Wakanda real when it comes to Africa today and ending that exploitation that's going on of our mineral wealth on the continent right now?
Wow, I was itching to respond to that only because the thing for me, I'm an American-born Zimbabwean, so I'm Zamerican, and so that tension has been alive in me for so long, and so this film was addressing so many things for me in so many ways, but the idea of a nation uncolonized, because my nation only got decolonized in 1980. Which is really, really recent. So that sort of the idea of the fragmentation that happens and the assault of colonization, and how that gap, that void that exists, is this thing that says, I'll never know who I would have been without this. I'll never know how we would have evolved ourselves. And I love that Wakanda actually represents this place, like what we could have done, and the fact that indeed the continent is so rich with so many resources that we don't actually get to use for ourselves, and the results of the conflicts of war and the, you know, the very, like, there's several corrupt governments and all sorts of things that actually hinder our growth. I mean, absolutely, I think it's a global concern, and to me also, it's something my own, on the continent, I want us to think about very deeply. When they watch this, I was just in Zimbabwe last month, and there's such passion around this film, and you know, the responses that have already happened in the U.S. of watching it. I'm really excited for what's going to happen there as well, because there's a self-determination process that we must continue to claim. And I feel like Wakanda represents something that we have to aspire to, because we are that great, and we've got to get there.
Yeah.
Right.